remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Bad Rider!
Ten seconds. Dire's ban now. Life Stealer.
Against the Bat Ride overall, just
And the gyro.
yeah, just gets rid of the picking up palm charges. Works well against the gyro overall because gyro is forced to buy MKB at one point, but you always need
5 seconds remaining.
popular Radiance in Solar Crest build. Gets to level 20, gets even more evasion.
Here's the Radiant ban.
15 or 20?
20 on level.
Tinker final ban there from VG Gaming. Hero there, Vision and Cat. Spirit has been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed.
10 seconds.
For Destroy, they need either hero as a vehicle for healer,
5 seconds remaining.
more reliable than Tusk or Blade. They could also use some tower damage.
He's the Queen of Pain and that kind of right-click build come out.
Radiant's turn to pick.
I'm thinking about the DP. I don't know. It seems they have with that profit. First Pro doesn't like too much.
I guess with the amount of blinks we've seen on DP recently, it does eventually jump to the
10 seconds.
They have no. Might take something AoE team fight oriented. A lot of times it's about it.
And VG Gaming obviously have that kind of final spot. Mick here. This is important time for VP. One game down in a best of 3. It is upper bracket though. So neither of these teams drop out or anything like that. This is forward into the bracket. Through to the finals. Loser. Again. Bro. Sweet time. Below scratch chin.
About the hero for VG Gaming. I mean, DP could still be VG side, or maybe even Viper. Not that has a high magical resistance. Works well against healer as well. There's a popular build on Viper right now where you go for Viper DPS strike, build into Scepter, which creeps the lower cooldown and stun the spell with the built-in rage.
Helm into Ag.
Dire's turn to pick.
The build. Darkseer will be VP's final hero, so
Which means Tiny's gonna be mid, Lifestealer safe lane. Pasha's is the only one pretty much who plays the Darkseer. We can see Darkseer from time to time, but I think VP is the team that plays it the most.
the last
5
last
seconds
Mohicans,
remaining.
whatever you want to call them, in terms of picking that Darkseer. I mean, they built their kind of fame around it, right? This kind of big wombo company. You think back to even Vega Squadron moving into the Virtus Pro, and the Death Prophet finally does come out from VG Gaming. That's the tower push, that big ulti cooldown, and then combo with the Spirit Stomp into silence. VP's full aggression here. Tusk with shards and that double ion shell from Pasha. Maybe the one thing, though, that you have to worry about is how well or how poorly no one does in that mid lane against the BP plus E or bait.
I don't think Tiny's that afraid. Tiny's pretty much always wins their lane, especially with the hero like a Tusk. That's a good kill potential, a lot of burst, especially a hero like a stay alive. Those Spirit Siphon zone. I don't know. I'm not convinced with the Darks here. Even though if Lifestealer goes for Radiance, imagine him being iron shelled in these fights. The amount of damage, especially when you throw it out on, let's say, a gyro.
Gaming. Probably going to have to do some funny little lane swap and mess here. Or 11 does some cool little, firefly tricks through the trees to drag waves around ourselves into game number 2. Romsey's 999. Oh,
Romsey's?
Look at that's a Roger. Roger that's backwards. Here we go, game number 2 in this best of 3. Vici Gaming with a 1-0 lead. Luck to come out, and Ori just gives them the have fun. You want your enemy to have any luck, a bit of fun.
Well, you don't want to say good luck, because then you're gonna miss uphill. They're gonna get the double damage in with runes. You don't want to say that to your.
They'll roll high on all their damage hits. So Ramsey's here with Solo leading the team. Roger and no one in behind. Tiny, the 4-man gank squad, going to find young 11 here, it looks like. As Bat Rider shards up, Firefly ready, flies over the trees, and that is not the hero that they would have liked to catch. So a bit of damage into the bat. Will be that.
Is he actually going to go to
30
base?
seconds to battle.
Or are they going to swap the lane? Darksteer against the Bat Rider, Trilane Gyro, Bane and Elder Titan against the... I guess they want to contest this lane. When you see a Disruptor, you always want to contest.
And Lifestealer doesn't offer that much. 3 or something, right? When he's got Rage and Open Wounds.
Yeah, but Posh is going to win his lane on top. He's not afraid of Bat Rider at all.
Now we get the
Beat
good
away.
stuff.
Take the stacks off.
We're in agreement.
Take the bounty runes. Your Pasha punches 11 in the bomb. Come back here, Bat Rider. Don't take a bounty rune. What did we end up there? 2 and 2. Even Stevens across the laning stage as the bounty runes get picked up. Ramsey's switches up towards the top lane as Pasha. Bottom. BP, they will adjust. Right scenario. Mid lane, no one. B1 against the DP. A little bit of a shard play thrown in there. Roger trapped the creep wave, but not too much else done.
This benefits Virtus Pro a lot because they swapped with just by walking there. They want to have this matchup Lifestealer against the Bat Rider. Bat Rider, if he TP's bottom, Lifestealer can use his TP and come back there and one step ahead to move their lane.
Especially now, he knows Fenrir has the Brain Sap. There's no nightmare to cancel your TP or anything like that. Board from the Dire, scouts out the Tusk, maneuvering top lane. See that all coming, so things like they are set in place for now. Plan M playing aggressively in this duo lane down at bottom. Be ready, Pasha also readily available to move between these lanes if they need to. But mid lane, 8 and 3 on the Tiny, 2 and 0 on Ori. This big old tree grab from no one doing wonderful work.
So annoying. The last hit against the Tiny even has 2 extra gauntlets of strength damage. Pretty impossible to last hit against him. This hero just does not care.
Can't really
The biggest part is that he can harass last hit and kill his own creep with the 1 hit.
Yep. No shards. Roger with the Orb of Venom going to work. And Sap, and potentially a Nightmare coming out here. Maybe Roger. Trouble, but it looks like Fenrir is the only one to make a maneuver forward. The snap back of the Nightmare there, given over to the Disruptor.
Brain sap.
Roger, Shard's going to try and push him in, but Fenrir is there with the Brain Sap, as you so rightly call.
Look at this hero, man.
A gift
Manning
from
up
the tempest of battle.
1 against 2.
No, you don't care. Pasha bottom lane, maybe he does. Hoping missile in. Barrage Paparazzi ready and stomp. This will be a dead Dux here. Nice little cross the map there. 2-0 Vici Gaming, off to a decent start in his side lane.
Does it remind you when Elder Titan has this effect that he's actually using ice shards from Tusk? Watch his stomp.
Was it like the blue kind
Yeah.
of stuff appearing everywhere? Particly and shiny. There was something else it looked. Meteor Hammer. It looks like Meteor Hammer. The kind of blue Ripley effect on the floor.
You're kinda right.
Also kind of wrong. Ramsey's 10-1 charges. Rage at the ready. 11. Outspam this life stealer. There's too much about this as his support there. Solo drags the wave across with a nice little stack and a pull. Counted out here, of course, by 11, and he'll likely just try and napalm and maybe even firefly this wave down, but he's been stunned, clapped, and thunderstruck. Solo comes in and zones back 11, half HP already, but maybe now a bit of an overstep from Solo. Firefly, 2 stacks, 3 stacks, napalm up, meant to field. Try and trap 11, quick TP out, and Solo survives with a wand and a turn. Fenrir trying to get in there, but Ramsey's back to the Bane. Duo lane from VP. 19-6 on Ramsey's, 24-10 on Tiny. They're winning top and mid quite heavily. But bottom lane, Dynam drops Roger, missiled up. The bounty snatched out by Paparazzi, and he will get the cross kill.
That's a good kill. Solo XP for the gyro. When he gets the level 5, level 3 rocket barrage, they can't really dive him. Because the amount of damage they have, and they have a lot of control for him.
Time Fenrir. He will die. Solo and Ramsey's doing a great job. Top lane trying to deal with this Fat Rider. Bane. No one. Soul Ring. Delivers boots. Has a clarity. He's just farmed out of his mind, honestly. Tiny. He's level 5 and over a half. Ori yet to crack level 5. Good chunk of experience there. No one is leading by. Thanks to, like you're saying, all these denies coming out. 394 out of 620, and we're at shade under 600.
No, nice scan there. He knows something is up. He knows both Bane and Elder Titan here, so they can make a move, maybe on top, try to kill Young 11.
Firefly over the little waterfall here, but the glimpse in the kinetic field. Trap 11 in. This is another big kill if they can grab it. One more hit from Solo, and there's nothing 11 can do about it. No one. Have to play a little more aggressively now with the Spirit forward and this Siphon Soul. Don't have the damage or the chase to kill the Tiny. Roger's lurking around to the southeast in his river spot as well. And now it's VP that can look for the aggressive play onto DP. Trapper inside the shards, look for the snowball play in.
Bottom lane, Rocket Surge already used, level 3 Rocket Barrage, that's gonna be more than enough to take Darkseer down.
Both of these teams finding angles, right? They're finding ways unsettle their opponents, but here we go. Avalanche toss back into the tusk. Ori caught with the shards there, but the Spirit Siphon going. Keeping the DP alive a little bit longer. Very far and one will do a good job as well, as Ori gets a little bit of distance away, but the toss forward, the catapult will kill her.
Ori is tanky, but not tanky enough. Only had 1 Spirit Siphon charge. She had 2, maybe she would have lived there. Young 11 getting a lot of levels, but also Ramsey. He decides to go for the old, we're gonna call it old build, armlet, Deso SNY.
Feels a little more natural with the Darkseer, with the Tiny.
He wants to be active as soon as possible.
This Darkseer may have just baited the gyro in with a 2-man avalanche toss, the tree throw and the shards, everything in the kitchen sink in onto Vici Gaming. Fenrir will escape, but losing that gyro
Another
was
toss.
on a killing spree. And they can. Yep. They get 11 top lane. Okay, Solo. Oh, he's out. Kinetic field there, trapping Lanham, and he turns for one hit, baiting him in. Lanham knows that he wants to go for this. Three punches, he needs some more damage, and he will get the kill, but the Thunder Strike there, and the rage forward from Ramses. Oh, I don't know.
He has enough mana. Level 1 open wounds only.
Thought about the Infest AoE damage play potentially coming out. Fortunately, not to work. Top tower dies, and Ramses now with a big creep wave to munch up. Fits and pretty at the top of the CS chart. Armlet very nearly all completed up.
Gyro is level 6. Be aggressive, maybe even dive with that. That's a lot of damage. Roger, level 4, lurking around. Has enough gold to buy a full urn.
What are we looking at? Level 4 across all the supports, level 5 on the 2 offlaners, level 6. Though is the separation here between the core heroes, the carries,
Radiant's
two
bottom
teams.
tower is
6 is on
staggering.
Dire, 7's on Radiant.
Sailor.
Dean. Penny and Lifestealer get a lot of face time just with the creep waves alone. The support's moving around very nicely as the smoke now coming in. No one Roger Solo for Ori again. Shut down this DP. Snowball-based hero that needs a good early laning stage, but they're actually swinging all the way through the jungle. Tier 2 is being pressured by a big creep wave with the catapult coming in, and 11 in his own jungle. Thinks he's safe and sound by the shrine, but in comes the snowball, kinetic field combo, ETTPs with the gyro as well. They'll come in and try and fight. Spirit there, but no stomp just yet. Finally throws it out, but won't land, and the gyro glimpsed away. DP pops the ulti here, needs a kill. Find anything. The toss, Solo sent into the creep cap. One's up, the surge of the docks here. Solo will drop, but Roger TPing away, and they'll only lose one.
Almost. That's a DP ulti. Kind of wasted. They got the kill only on Disruptor. Lost the Bat Rider, which is their key hero to actually initiate those fights. Pretty close. Pretty far away from Blink Dagger.
Gyro being glimpsed down bottom. Couldn't even farm the wave. Ramses and Roger down here now. Sure that upper up he does not have an easy time. What are we looking at now? Armlet, well, done. 10 minutes, there we go, 9 minutes, 17 on that Armlet. He's got Snowball, he's got Surge Darts here, and he's got potentially that tiny toss. Waiting for that no one Blink Dagger to come up, of course. Come. Relatively quick time. No one farming like an absolute boss. Give him a bit of time in the mid lane. And towards that level 6. You know, ET often forgotten his level 6, but such an important spell here. Combo up with Lasso, with Nightmare, or the Fiend's Grip, even a homing missile. You've got setups here for the Earthsplit to do big damage. But quick sentry into a glimpse. Fenrir onto Solo onto Fenrir. Nightmare into call down as Paparazzi chases. The snowball save through Ori there, but it looks like this Disruptor will finally fall. They're chasing to Roger, and that's a lot of damage. Even through the one charges, the Crypt Swarm will finish him off. And Ramses left alone here. Tiny coming
Bane level
forward.
6.
No one running in. Avalanche to cancel the Fiend's Grip, and Ramses turns to fight. Toss up onto Ori. The damage looking decent here, but Ramses is a little too deep. That toss forward was a step too far as no one sends his teammate to his own death.
Well played, says no one. And he tossed him back. Like, Bane ulted right away when he got to level 6. Tiny, with the best rune, he can pick it up early on Arcane 1. We had that with the gyro.
Tanky 5-1. Free throw, Thunder Strike. Nightmare cancels out that final hit. Doesn't look like it was going to kill him. But maybe with that toss, if it had landed in. Off top lane, what's happening? Oh, it's 11 dying again. Bat Rider, 0-4-1, having some serious struggles in this game.
Only he had some help. Been easily a double kill.
Dire's
What do we
bottom
have?
tower
I
is
guess he's closing in on Blink. No Soul Ring, no drums for the Bat, just going Tranquils. Raindrops into Blink Dagger, so looking for that.
Dire's bottom tower.
Still gonna be a good
won't last.
timing on a
Dire
Blink
are
Dagger.
standing for enemies.
What do we have? Deep ward from Verts Pro. They want to see that Bat Rider moving across the map so they can gang. They have a potential with just the Darkseer, and the Tusk is actually level 5 only.
Take a look at this Lanham build. Double null, Veil being built up. We looked at the magic damage on this VG Gaming side and we're like, oh yeah, tons of magic damage, and you've got a support hero
Dire's
closing
top
in on
tower
Veil.
is about to take the plunge.
Huge for those pickoff heroes like Tiny and Lifestealer.
But they're gonna find solo.
Dire's top
Well, should we watch this
tower is
from
under
the perspective of a dead man? Oh, well,
It's not very good, Gary, but
there, I got it in the end. We caught the perspective of about 50 trees first, but we see Solo as he does die. You called it out. We don't miss the kill. No one shoves out mid with the help of Roger and Ramses.
Dire's
Farm
middle
away,
tower
but a good
is
tier 1
under
take here, it
pressure.
looks like, from VG Gaming. Trap down his bottom lane. Themselves some gold in the pockets of these supports, but I think more importantly, Batrider Blink Dagger will be here now. 50 gold away, 40 gold away.
Dire
No
structures
one
are
just
fortified.
finished his own Blink Dagger, so they've
Dire's
both
middle
got these
tower
initiation
is
tools
under
now for the
attack.
VG and VP sides. Tower finishes it off.
Middle tower has fallen.
Toss. VG Gaming.
Dire's
Maybe feel this
middle
one coming.
tower is drowning.
Paparazzi hiding, behind the tier 2. He knows. Up. The team getting around middle lane, so they're not in position to come back and defend, but the glimpse into the trees, nice. No one knows exactly where to go. The static storm in on their head, so the TP cancelled. And Gyro
Dire's
immediately
top
blown up.
tower
yeah,
is
that should
about
be
to
deborted
take the
immediately.
plunge.
This ward on the hill because how he used the glimp.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's
And
top
VG,
tower
they
is
just
under
back up
attack.
into their base. Bit of push here from 11 potentially as this
Dire's
Blink
top
Dagger is
tower
coming
has
out on the
fallen.
courier. Maybe is going to be that swing point with that big eyed. Wait for the next exorcism to come up, push some towers. Got that nice bit of grab for the Lifestealer. For the ghost of the DP.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
We were saying Gyro with the fast BKB timings again, just kind of going for that incremental build up, the stats build, Aquila drums one with a phase, then into the
Dire's
BKB.
middle
So that'll be
tower
here
is drowning.
well before 20. As long as he doesn't die.
He's still third on the net ward, but the Nikes ahead of everyone. Yasha, Armut, Power Threads getting close to the full SNY. He's gonna be so tanky and really hard to kill.
And that's the reason why the SNY are not like a Deso, right? Is that
Takes way much time, way more time to actually come online. He would have had probably just a Sacred Relic right now, maybe a Radiant. Three tower.
gaming, so they're going to try and use this blink. They know this ward is up here. Should do at least.
It's being pinged out. Ramses knows what the angle that the Crypt Spawn came from, the ward that they have. Came like this, so they know he's not showing.
Solo getting pinged out there. 2, 3 wards down towards the bottom lane. The rune spots. Interesting one on the tier 1 tower area. Nicer watching over the ancient stacks of course, but BG Gaming like they are going to be aiming towards the tier 1 at top lane.
All the wards from VG Gaming are on the south side, east side, but they're playing around the northwest. They should just rotate on the bottom where they actually have division.
VP is taking this opportunity. Bring down a tier 1, but exactly as you say it, VG Gaming, they are going to come down to bottom lane. VP, again with that kind of healing. And things up, no one's finishing off the tier 1 top.
This ward provides so much vision. Lane wards during the mid game give a lot of info. Oh, they're gonna go for that.
Well, yeah, that jump, static storm down. That's a nice zoning ult control over the drag back on Tiny. Only Young 11 still alive with a vacuum 3 into the wall. There's the nice ulti from Ori with the Earth Splitter on top, and VG Gaming clear through 2. Ramses needs to get the hell out of here. The shells come through. They do get 11 there, and the bat falls. But Ramses needs a way to escape. He's got a range to come out, and he'll turn onto Ori there, but the ghosts are going to work. They're ripping apart each other, but Ori will be the one that comes out on top with the supports in behind. They'll catch with the Yules. Solo glimpses back one, but it's an ultra kill for the Death Prophet.
VG Gaming, they started the fight. This deep ward, yeah, it's getting it's being pinged out. it's gonna get devoted probably. Static Storm used, it didn't hit Batrider, it didn't kill him. He dragged the Tiny across the river, and full DP ulti. After that, Tiny actually died. Yeah, he did die the first. I was focusing on.
Tiny jumped in, tried to Avatos, and then he got dragged back and stuck over on the wrong side. It looked like a good zoning ult from Solo. You know, there was kind of no way to bypass. You had to walk all the way around as Vici Gaming, but they didn't care. They were able to just focus down on the Tiny who stuck there, and like you're saying, there's the D-board from Fenrir immediately coming out. Virtus Pro, it looked good. They had that snappy, quick, decisive jump with no one going in, but the follow-through wasn't available. There was no infest bomb. They didn't manage to get there quite fast enough with any kind of combo. And you're looking at this Darkseer with a 3-man vacuum wall, but so often we're expecting a Sven stun or an Earth Spirit rolling boulder smash, just anything to combo up with it. And if you've already used your Static Storm and your Kinetic Field, here you've got maybe an Avalanche or a Snowball as your only option.
Virtus Pro is known for good teamfight coordination, especially with Disruptor and the Darkseer. That's their old school combo paired up with Swen. They can do it this time with a Tiny better initiation. They had the vision, but
Roger nearly has his blink, so he'll have at least some kind of saving mechanism now. Full SNY done. He will head back into the Deso, tank up and get a bit of armor, HP, move speed, all that good stuff before the minus armor of the Deso to kick in. And you saw how close it was between the Lifestealer and the DP. You know, it was a very, very tight-fought battle until the two supports came in and really shut Ramses down out of the fight.
Ramses should be careful. There's a Earth Splitter that pierces through the spell immunity. They have Batrider ulti, then you have Dead Prophet ulti, Bean's Creep. Not the best Lifestealer game. So much to focus on.
Batrider glimpse back into the Avalanche and the Shards, the Nightmare Lasso. It's there with the cooldown, with the vacuum in. The DP from Paparazzi quick and decisive now as they try and turn this one around. The sleep from Lana will land the Earth Splitter over the front of them as well. Down they go and VP crumble. Vici Gaming taking them all down with them and a double kill for guess who?
Took so much time to actually initiate on that Batrider. Solo, full Thunderstrike, then Kinetic Field, then Glimpse. More than 10-second initiation. They should initiate fights with the Tiny instead. Tiny misses.
Rolls up now for it. Stomp will land, the toss will throw, but Tiny, no one. Trying to roleplay his hero a little bit too well there, tossing and throwing.
BKB on that Prophet plus he's gonna pick it up, probably a gyro.
Lanham 1v2ing, yeah, come on, come at me bros, 4 staff down, but in the igloo he stays. One more hit is all they need. Oh yes, they get it indeed. Fenrir still around as the jump in, the snowball is here. Skate's trying to play around with them, toying with Vici Gaming. Roger is in deep, Paparazzi low, a Thunderstrike to go onto the gyro as well. He BKBs! Oh, VP, what have they done? They've saved Roshan. They're in on the Fenrir.
HP.
Oh my god, have they actually done this as well? Fenrir, he's dead. A quick shrine from Vici Gaming. They need to get back into the pit as quickly as they possibly can, but Roshan, sub 1000, sub 500 HP. The Batrider's coming in. 11 needs to jump in. He catches the Aegis. Now the lasso back onto the Lifestealer. Punch up into the air as the blink from Roger does catch 11, and the Batrider will respawn in a second. But what has happened in the last 10 seconds? 11 will fall a second time.
It doesn't matter that the Batrider died. He snatched the Aegis, so it's not an Aegis for a Lifestealer, which is a pretty big deal. Lifestealer melts in the fights. Through the DP ulti, through the Batrider ulti, everything they had. They even used the Earth Splitter.
Things are getting very messy in these series, hey? Back and forth, up and down, pick for pick, play for play. VP, they had about a 3,000 net worth lead. Now it is dead even, nothing in it at all. Experience-wise, who honestly cares? The items that we towards Lanham delayed his veil there for a 4-staff, but still well on his way. Big old magic amp item. Paparazzi gyro trying to maneuver into the butterfly. Used the BKB twice already. Massive amount of success, but you pointed out the DP's fresh BKB. That's a game changer right there.
Two BKBs on their side nothing on Virtus Pro. Tiny's not building into one. Natural BKB carrier because status resist not needed. Built-in BKB. Oh, they caught him.
A lot of damage coming in. He has a snowball and a blink dagger. Roger can get out of this potentially. Jumps away. The glimpse back on 11 makes sure.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Barazzi here smoked up like, oh, there's a fight happening. Okay. A gyro. Get in there.
Dire's
It's happening. Now Ori. Smoke about to dissipate. Tiny. Got a blink dagger. So toss avalanche. Clears the wave.
You
Blinks
might
into the
find it, but
trees.
it's not the best spot. Ooh.
Maybe without your set, right? Be thanking his lucky stars that he does a... Did you always call it SNY? I knew a lot of people that used to call it SNY. Or
Snee?
SNY. I played with a lot of Scandinavian players. Because their Y's are U, they call it SNU or SNY. Probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
It just doesn't sound right.
It really doesn't. Who was that? Who was that old Swedish player now? X or Y or Z or what was it? He played with Papa Dre. It's been a bun. He used to play a real mean witch doctor.
Radiant are scanning for enemy.
I'm sad that you don't remember.
I don't remember that name. I can remember if you know his name.
I'll think about it, or I'll Google it.
All right, you can Google it. There's a Blink Dagger and almost full Greaves on Darks here. That will help them live, especially against the Death Prophet ulti. Blink Dagger, they're gonna execute the combos easier. Even Solo is going for super late game build. Aghanim Scepter. That could change things, but
Tower is under attack.
a long way to go with that. He's only sitting on point booster and the 500 gold plus obs. Are you still searching for it, Gary? Alright. Let's see.
We'll give up for now. Tiny looking for a backstab. No one up on this high ground. Observable on the low ground. Not going to be able to spot him, of
Dire
course.
are scanning for enemies.
Down, they can't be up. Dogs in real life. There's a jump. Vacuum wall. Ori BKB still has the Yules. With his Spirit Siphon to the call down on the head. Here comes the Earth Splitter. Lanham is lining it up, but he's not going to land it on too many heroes. The trouble is, though, for VP, they've already lost their Darks here, and their combo is down. No one, hands in the air, hands off keyboard. Guys, I'm not getting involved in this. That's too much for me to deal with. Goes up top and starts split pushing.
Radiant's middle
The problem
tower
is
has
they don't have a vehicle for that. The Knife was not in a Tiny. If they pulled it off, maybe they could have gotten Gyro there, even though he had a BKB, but the combo from Tiny was not on point. What are they doing? They still have a Shrine, DP ulti. What is DP sitting at? A lot of armor, getting close to Shiva's guard. That will help slowing down and clearing the illusions from Darkseer wall, and Knife and range is down. Also one of the better items against Tiny overall. Tiny not so speed. Kite.
He is a slow, lumbering beast, isn't he? XOYNOZNU. Tim.
And that's Soyunoznu. That's
Oh, you pronounced it as
Yeah,
Soyunoznu. Okay,
yeah.
my bad. That guy. I can't even remember why I was thinking of him.
like XY. What?
Oh, yes, yeah, of course, the
I
S and
didn't
Y and
even
the
listen.
SNY. Those Swedish players and their SNY sound, yeah. SNY. Nice little grab here. No one tries to kill 11. Forces the lasso, which of course lasts absolutely nothing on the Tiny. The Nightmare will knock out with the grip on. Now snowball forward. Cancel it out with a life stealer in. Ori now needs to run away, it looks like. BKB forced. DP. Quickly back safely for the DP and the Batrider. Back and forth there between the two squads. Net worth. Lead is absolutely minimal. And we're back to what feels like an even game again.
Below 1k network lead for Vici Gaming. What do we have? Batrider, Force Staff, Helmet Titan, Force Staff. They have a lot of things to kite with. Also, he first finished the Force Staff and then failed. A lot of magical damage, especially if Batrider lives long enough. A couple of sticky napalms, plus Firefly. Full Butterfly. On a back on Gyrocopter. They don't have anything to pierce through the evasion. They need to talk to each other. Both the Ramses and the no one have AC queued up. Full tilt mode on.
I don't want that to happen. I mean, what could Tiny go for instead? It feels like Lifestealer kind of needs the AC. It's the natural progression from build. The Deso, SNY armor, AC is the normal follow through. Tiny needs attack speed too.
He goes for, let's say, Daedalus. That doesn't give him attack speed, but if he keeps on agility threads...
Could you go Butterfly on Tiny, maybe?
He can at one, not as a third. With the cleave, and if they pull off a good combo with the Darkseer wall, that could
Radiant are scanning for
great
enemy.
RNG. Spray.
Gaming looking to try and get that upper hand, but VP seem to know something's up, scanning in their own jungle, pinging out saying, hey, they're maybe over here with some wards and all that good stuff. Paparazzi comes in to break down the tier 1, knocking on their door. VP not answering, they don't want to...
Attack the heroes!
Savior of Ichi Gaming right now. Down battle, building up 30 seconds till the fast spawn. Both teams with their eyes on that Aegis. Asha, Greaves, Blink, moving into the 4 staff now. Line as the Dire Ops ward sees Ramsey and Roger and 11 jumps in. The snowball not going to come just yet. The Infest was there. Ramsey in the middle of all of this with the Earthsplitter and the Grip on the lifesteal of Ichi Gaming clearing through Virtus Pro. A call down and the surge. There's the homing missile flying through with Spirit Siphon going as well. I think this glimpse play from Solo might just, save him, keep him alive. The blink from Pasha. As well as these surges keep him away at arm's reach from danger. No one looking to try and just shove the wave as hard as he can to delay any kind of Roshan attempt.
Roche 2 minutes till the spawn, long respawn on the Roche. Luckily for them, they caught Tusk and infested Lifestealer.
Like as the lasso happened, Lifestealer jumped in. I'm noticing a correlation here between long Roshan respawns and good games.
Yeah. Roche will respawn and the DP will have ulti again. They found Paparazzi.
They sure have.
Really tight, Hunter.
One observe ward to see them all. Gyrocopter farming all alone. Fortunately for him, Ancients are not the only he'll find. Gaming with no exorcism now. 70 seconds. Just poke and prod at top lane, but VP, they're ready to fight. Happen. Solo maneuvering himself towards Ag. Roger and Ramses, nearly find the backlighter there.
So Ramses just buys Hyperstone and
Dyer's middle
switches to
tower.
MKB because he needs
Dyer's
to
middle tower.
pierce through the
just
butterfly
got
effect.
knocked down.
Probably Tiny the AC. Better choice because Tiny needs the armor and the attack speed. More natural abilities.
Roger has been playing exceptionally well. Tusk. Prophet a little bit forward here. No one and Roger holding again this ancient area. Gaming, they will be wise enough to fall away. Group up again together here with Lanham. Not sure what Gyro's pinging out, but keeping to Shrine. The rest of his team. Smoke time. Holding on to him.
They have everything ready. DPLT. Best source of damage. Roche spawns right now.
I hovered over it in the map here. I'm like, Roshan, there he is. Time. Gaming splitting up a little bit here, looking to clear top wave with Ori just throwing the Crypt Storm there. Roshan being pinged out though by Tiny, the sigil in the pit. Gives them that vision.
They have a gem on a bed. The ward. How many wards? This. Pretty much it.
Yeah, that,
Solo is getting close to his Aghanim, so everyone else probably got flying towards. Tusky has GPM talent. They're sacking his farm, so Disruptor can actually get that Aghanim Scepter up. That's definitely a game changer. They just need to pull off the good combo. They can't use BKBs, they can't use fuels.
Could you get
Dire's
that
bottom
big old
tower
static
is
storm
about to
vacuum
flounder.
combo going? Oh, Roger. The way. Will come in, save his wards.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Paparazzi straight into the pit back. Risky business here against Virtus Pro. Just a little bit low on the mana there, sitting
Dire's bottom tower won't
over a
last
half.
long.
Over a third, under half.
Dire's bottom tower
In the best
couldn't
position to go and
withstand
fight.
the
Roshan, though,
tide.
drops incredibly low with Vici's damage sources unless they have Exos going. Do fall out of the pit, and there it is. Virtus Pro with the Aghanims Disruptor.
This is what most people don't do. He actually sold a couple of items that have full Aghanim scepter. It's underused ability. If you have mana boots and you lack something and you know you're gonna need that 500 gold, and if you lose a fight, you're gonna lose a game, you should just sell it. Disassemble, sell it, and get the items.
Yeah, this is the game-swinging moment, potentially, but the pings are coming out. It looks like Vici Gaming know that Solo is there, that he has Ags, and he is going to be the hero that they try and focus with the Batrider Lasso, but Pasha ready, the Life Stealer infested inside of him, and Vici Gaming not budging, not moving an inch. Up his legs, away. Dance around the pit begins, Lacoste. First mistake, who's going to make the first sick move?
Better angle. 2 catapults on the Virtus Pro.
Right. Away towards that tier 3, so it looks like, yeah, Batrider's already making a move down towards bottom lane to shove out that wave. Virtus Pro, they don't know yet, though. What they don't have is that vision in the area as they keep holding on to this tree line here.
The map is black for they have 0 ward.
Plenty of sentries. Ramses finally pops his head out. Stop the infest nonsense. Let me go hit some creeps, guys. I'll be right back. 1 second. Oh, an ancient stack for me. Oh, I don't mind if I do. Full NKB for him, of course. Pro still ready to go.
That's a BKB on a Bath Rider, so if he goes in first, catches the Disruptor, that's the best kill they can.
Gonna move in now. Roshan just waiting patiently for anyone to come and touch him. What he desires, look on. What he wants, right?
It's hard to pull off because they don't have any wards their side as well.
All being dewarded by all these sentries from Roger, right? 1, 2, 3 in the area. I guess both teams kind of running low on the smokes. We've seen so many smoke on smoke on smoke. First 34 minutes. Starting to run out. Needs to restock. No one's holding on to any, I don't feel. Let's have a quick look over. Yeah, no smokes on any of the heroes. And on the couriers either. So I'm assuming that both teams are out of them, and that's why they're playing so timidly. They don't want to be running out naked, without smokes, no disguise. Vision of their opponents. Also buys a bit more time here for Paparazzi. Ori to try and get into these high-tier items like this mechanic. Well on his way for the Gyrocopter as the Octarine core being built up by the DP. Equally, flip side of the coin, tiny life stealer. Now you've got that assault cuirass, you're aiming towards the Daedalus, or maybe into now the butterfly for life stealer. Deal. Gyro.
No big fights, they're just evading, fighting each other because they know if they lose a Roche fight that could actually mean that they're gonna lose the game. Only 3 buybacks, Gyro, DP, and Knights. Sometimes you gotta risk it if you want to win it.
Radiant
Now
are
they have a
scanning
smoke.
for enemies.
Now they have a play to make. Scan will not connect. Gaming, they have a very good angle here. Virtus Pro don't hold this high ground and keep the vision going. Third from Pasha. Grabs the bounty rune, but there's Solo, the BKB from Batrider. Whoa, whoa, Tiny's there, wrong way, northeast, gotta go, not to the west. Blast so tiny, there's the cooldown with the stomp as well. The Tuscan Sport silence and killed. Gem on the deck as the grip comes through, and the life still trapped in with a ghost. This is not looking good for VP. They finally get the vacuum into the static storm combos. No one comes through. Looks to cleave into Paparazzi. The Nightmare save coming through. Fenrir keeps the gyro alive until the grips play, but it's still VG Gaming. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and you know what? It's 5 in a row.
Paparazzi should just buy back and get the Aegis. It's really worth it. Someone should defend bottom. If they decide to go for the Roche, they don't have the damage.
Yeah, the ghosts are gone.
It's gonna take a lot of time. 58 seconds until Gyro respawns, and there's a huge wave mid approaching. I guess Lanham can defend that. There's no mana with it.
No medallion here.
5, 6 sticks. 4 charges.
Yeah. They're getting it done. They're getting it done. It's a slow and arduous effort, though, without a medallion and without the gyro, of course. You're mentioning. It's like Solo pinging it out, saying, hey, they're getting Roshan here. Aegis and Cheese. Roger, go and try steal. 11 jumps in. Roger kills off Fenrir, but there's 11 trying to deal with this. Roshan still alive with a vacuum into the wall. Ori and 11, they've got to try and retreat away. The BKB is forced out. Where's Pro? They're respawning. Is this another one? Second one of a game?
I don't know what they're doing. They could have just bought back on the Gyro and get him the Aegis. They lack damage. Look at the Roche. 1,000 HP. Lifestealer is just gonna kill it in a couple of hits.
Who's TPing in? Gyro's TPing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. Ramses takes the Aegis. No one grabs the cheese. 11 with no BKB. 4 staffs away. And Vici Gaming, what have you done? What have you done?
I don't know what to say. This is like one of the worst decisions that I've seen in quite some time. I hope they can recover. Nyx has Aegis now, Tiny with the cheese and the full Crystallis.
And their full combo outside of wall, which is going to be 45 seconds away. Dawn with the Aghanim Scepter. Solo still has it, of course. It wasn't a one-time thing. He's got that for every fight to come. Now I suppose ready for VP. Gaming 4,000 lead for VP, swung down. It's going to swing back up again, it looks like, as the Aegis Cheese will give them some more momentum on the map. But 11 is dying to Pasha. Left here.
Oh, nice jukes.
Bane caught out to his own base, dead for a minute. No flyback. Another 500 to go.
They can play really aggressively right now. Try to force a fight with the DP popping the ulti, then waiting and going in again. Or if they can pull off the combo. Vol is ready. From Rocket ready.
He's importantly dodging that stomp. Where's the bat? Bat still the long walk back to base. They knew there was no Blink Lasso play or anything. 11 has to get back to Fountain, regen up, and then maneuver into position to try and grab anyone. On the floor there, try and de-ward as much as they can, and a fake back. This is a beautiful fake back. The trouble is, though, a beautiful scan from Vici Gaming as well, right? They absolutely do know. No one reveals himself up on the high ground. Bane now alive. They do have a 5v5, but 11. BKB is quickly enough. The exorcism in, but there's the Avatos missing out onto Ori. Paparazzi into the thick of things. Has the call down, but he's also got the Satanic. He's burning through everybody. Pasha drops. Again, they've lost 4 immediately. Vici Gaming just blow them out of the freaking water. Oh, no one trapped in the middle. And Ramses is going to have to go for a Rage TP. Nothing here to cancel, I don't believe, as the grip on cooldown. So Vici Gaming, they lose a tier 3, but again, another huge swing fight.
They even lost the cheese and Tiny. A natural order with that magical resistance plus a Veil, a Batrider, Gyro ulti, plus minus all that armor, which removes, plus that Prophet ulti. That's why that Prophet ulti deals so much damage. 7,000 gold honor. That's a full... I don't remember what the name of the item is.
Octarine buyback.
Octarine, Solar Crest, Crimson Dark. For some reason I can't remember and I mix it up all the time. I just need to click on something to see. They should...
Old Dota players can't learn new items.
Lotus Edge.
Or Kellen's. Kellen's Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Ramses in on top of Paparazzi here, chasing forward, in fact, forces the BKB, and that will be that, it looks like. Maybe Pasha trying to chase in with a vacuum in onto 2.
Has Satanic if he wants to turn. Popped it, but does not want to fight.
Fair play. They'll drag Lanham back. Ramses clear up the Elder Titan if they have the damage. Yeah, Lanham in the Fountain, in fact, dies with a Thunder Strike, clipping him.
They did a good job controlling Solo. With the silence, and DP just runs at him, so he can't use his ulti. Who has a buyback? Gyro and Tiny. They're the only one.
Everyone else is busy spending money on shiny things. Octarine, DP, the Batrider has a Yules on top of B. Bane, well, less said about him the better. Little cloak, he does look fancy, but he needs a big limit to finish it all off.
It doesn't look fancy with a carry. That looks
Give
so
him
garbage, man.
something. Give him something. Just let him be. He's sitting sub 3,000 net
He
worth.
actually looks like he's wearing a cloak on the pic.
Zoom in, he's got the little rags on him. The raggy cloak. But yeah, Fenrir definitely in a kind of solo position, the player. 2,800 net worth, bottom of the pack. Get up forward here by his other core heroes, doing very, very well. Baratzi aiming for a Skadi. I mean, honestly, if I saw this build, I would be like, Gyro is lacking damage. He needs damage. But he really isn't. He's just going full stats. He's tanking up an absolute beast against the life stealer to make sure he doesn't die to him, while, you mentioned the T doing all of that amplification. And now with a refresher orb coming up for Lana. Look at him go!
Lanham is getting all that gold from I don't know where. He's staying alive in fights, 3 deaths only. 43 minutes in, that's why. Level 20, a lot of gold. He always goes for 70 attack speed.
I never know why.
Like you're hitting people. Maybe when you get a combo off, kill 1-2, then you can actually start hitting people, but otherwise you can't. The one Lincoln Spear finished on a Darkseer, so Batrider can't initiate. He has a Yule Scepter to remove it though. Same goes for Nyx, I think. Yeah, he also... One hero with the buyback, and that's Gyro. Is that smoke coming up? Nope. Left.
Behind Ramses, Solo gonna try and sit behind no one, but no one home. Solo trying to buy a Blink Dagger.
Well, if he gets to level 20 with the GPM talent, he could get a couple of items.
Definitely very interesting to see though, the kind of switch. We never saw this with Lil. It was super rare.
Well, Lil is a greedy player that takes a lot of farm from the map, but also does a lot.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Roger feeling like he can do enough with Blink Snowballs, the third vessel there. 5 pos with all the wards being purchased up. Roshan, a minute and a half until fast spawn, and with the way things have been going today, 2 minutes has been the minimum spawn time of Roshan.
Yeah.
We had one instant spawn, or maybe that was yesterday. I'm losing my mind. It really has been the day of long spawns.
They don't actually lack the damage. If Gyro finishes that high of Skadi, that's the best item you can get the kite around 2 cores at once. Lifestealer, really vulnerable to Skadi, and so is Tiny. That's a full Daedalus and Tiny. With that, if they pull off just one good combo, like 3 people in, no one has a buyback besides the Gyro and well, that's a Batrider.
Drop to Gyro, Batrider, the only 3 heroes in the game. Lifestealer is like 80 gold away from it. For them, Solo with no TP scroll here. 30 seconds until it's off cooldown, while Vici Gaming looking for a very aggressive play. Pings are coming out, and it looks like no one knows what's coming, but still gets Blink Lasso. In comes the DP with the ult. The cooldown from Gyro will land on no one's head, and looks like he's dead. With no buyback available, that's him gone for a minute and a half.
And Roche respawn time, May in 50 seconds, probably gonna be a long time. We all witnessed that. They should pressure the mid. Trying to find a kill.
Trying to grab Solo here. Silence in. Yule Scepter ready. They'll find him. They've got the vision.
Gonna pop the BKB if needed.
Now he's dead for 75. Roshan instantly alive.
What a Blink Dagger. Alright, that's really good for Vici Gaming. They just need to use the Gyro. Is someone scouting it out?
No, they all think it's going to be another 2-3 minute spawn, so they're like, nah, there's no point,
It's
right,
time to
guys?
scout it right now, or just casually farm those Ancients.
Come on, Vici Gaming. Just pop your heads in.
They're pinging out tier 2 tower on top. They want to get the kill with the Batrider. They have Gem. Look at all this vision around this area.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bermuda triangle of observer wards there. VP Hero's going to get lost and sunk at sea.
That's a refresher orb on EP. Double ulti, double echo stomp.
Guardian Gyro. Roshan finally scouted now. Tiny alive in 5. I guess without Disruptor, VP will struggle to find a team fight.
The third Roche, one of the best heroes to pick it up. VP, she's gonna have 2 ultis, 1 ready in 10 seconds. They just need to start getting Roche, and someone else needs to hit VP, and the Gyro are not dealing enough damage. I don't think they're gonna go for it. Tiny just
Got such good eyes on the map as well. Like 11 sees where the angle of the tree being tossed across. Roshan
Safer in the ocean.
sees Aegis.
pressure orb on Elder Titan, man.
Triple ult.
No, wait, where's the
Pressure
shard?
orb. Where's the shard? I don't know.
Is it the second Roche? Are we missing something?
No, no, it's on Batrider. It's on Batrider. It's definitely third. I definitely picked Roshan.
All right. No, I still can count 3.
Better than Gabe Newell. 3. GG Gaming take the Roshan. Now, start positioning themselves with the waves shoving in, mid and top. Reach the high ground. Been a long time since the top tier 3 died, right? It seems like an eternity. And Virtus Pro shift their momentum down towards bottom lane, at least give something that VG has to come back and address in a short while, but right now it is prime time. VG Gaming, Aegis Cheese Gyro, high ground for him. Got a nice little spirit to move forward, scout, find, stomp, whatever you want over on these VG heroes, but there's smoke. First off, punch up Gyro, Roger starts things to try and bait out an initiation, and there it is. You grab him and drag it between the Sky Storm, the wall, the vacuum in, but only catching ET. Virtus Pro, they're just falling apart here. They've got the refresher shot now with another lasso onto Ramses, and away they go. 1 by 1, VP will fall. The buyback on life, still a 4 snap now as the DP charging in, taking the Tusk with her on a lovely stroll as the gem is dropped and no buybacks on either of the supports. Tiny and Lifestealer in onto the Gyro, but as the Aegis gone, and only the Aegis has another hospital out from Ladam, and Virtus Pro falling apart as VG Game run rampant over the Russians, looking for a Game 2 victory in this best of 3. And it looks like Virtus Pro trapped in their fountain with nowhere to go.
What did they expect? 2 buybacks? Oh, the
4 staff or easy. Still gonna get taken down. Ramses in onto the paparazzi Gyro, Cheese and Satanic. Everything going to plan. And the vacuum in. The cooldown over, but paparazzi still dropping low. Oh, Ramses, that's a shame. Dead for 2 minutes, and that's gotta be game.
Tiny still alive and still has a buyback. Oh my god, the kiting around. These 2 cores, buyback coming out of Tiny right away. They have no urn, no heal whatsoever.
Top barracks fall.
Still a difficulty for VG. They can't break any more racks here. 1 lane, well not even 1 lane, one melee racks is what they get out of Refresher Shard, Aegis Cheese, so a good effort from VP to hold on. Not game just yet. Virtus Pro will not give up that easily.
That's a double damage for the Gyro. 85 seconds for Nyx to spawn. They should just go mid right away. 10 seconds for a DP. Ulti plus they have a buyback on Gyro and DP. That's exactly what they need.
Now they have a Refresher Orb on Old 11, not just a Refresher Shard. Words. Ether Lens on the Elder. Well, kind of wish he went for a Kaya, to be honest with you. Kaya ET with Veil, Refresher Orb.
Now look at the range. You can't even see it.
I have to zoom all the way out. Ooh, look at that. Well, Solo tries to keep them at bay with a little glimpse play, but VG Gaming not going to be too perturbed by that maneuver now. They pass to 38 seconds. Ramses is down. They just give away this mid lane. Defend bot, defend tier 4s.
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
There's a tier 2 tower on the bottom. Still.
Tower is under attack.
How did this happen, Gary? 51 minutes in, man. They were putting so much pressure, but
Oh my goodness. Still alive. Blame the Batrider.
Tower has rung its last bell.
Nice D-ward coming out. Roger has that gem again. Dusk. Lurching around. Pasha thinking about an initiation. Thunderstrike will catch a vision there onto the Bat Rider, but he still blinks in. The 4-staff punch. They caught out Disruptor, so no static storm. And the call down onto Yabashu. Oh, look at Yule, but still he's going to fall. Ramsey's in the battle on the Paparazzi. The damage looks good, and they're taking damage. Gyro little by little. The Nightmare to try and save him with the Satanic going to work. But VP, they're deep in their base, and they will call GG. Vici Gaming take the series 2-0.
What a discipline, what a team fight, the capabilities of Team Vici Gaming today. Even though the decision is what could have lost them the game, but they did a good job defending the base. That Roche trying to kill it with 4 heroes without a gyro buying back.